your likely defensive matchup on Thursday with Carson and all the buzz that he's creating the last few games.
It's cool. Go out there and just another time just to be able to go out there and compete, especially with a guy that's everyone's looking at to be so spectacular, and he's doing great things, averaging 19 points as a freshman. That's impressive. So just going out there and competing and just having fun. Just it's always fun to go out there with a guy that's bubbling up so much buzz and things like that.
Coach said he thought that defending the point in these two games is going to be really crucial. Do you see that? Is it fun to take that upon yourself?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you always accept the challenge as a competitor, as a basketball player. It's fun to have the key matchup, which is Jahi and Mark, and for Arizona. So it's just, I mean, for me, it's just fun. You just have another person, that can do so many things, and that's so highly regarded. It's cool to go out there and compete against those guys.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen you score the basketball. You've definitely shown you're capable of that.
Yeah.
Do you take pride in your defense?
Yeah, I also take pride in my defense. That's something just growing up. My dad always talked about. That's the uncool thing to do is play defense. It's cool to score, but it's not always cool to play defense and do the little things. So that's always something I've took pride in. I've been pretty decent at growing up.
How would you approach this defensive assignment against a guy who's a little shorter and really quick and can do a lot of things once he's with the ball in his hands? What would be your general approach?
Play him straight up off the ball screens. Just pressure him, gap him, whatever it takes. Make him. Just don't let him get to the basket. When he gets to the basket, that's when he starts distributing and getting everybody involved and gets the crowd into it, get dunks, open threes, and things like that. So just keep him in front of me and keep him out the paint.
You said that's where he does most of his damage once
he gets in the paint. He draws defenders, open three, yeah.
He can dish off.
Exactly.
Is Brandon's return taking a weight off of you in any way?
Yeah, Brandon's taking a lot of pressure, off the point. Just because just having so many things to do, pass, score, shoot. Is my mind's been going crazy a little bit lately, but just with him coming back, it takes a little pressure off. So I know when I go to that too, I just have one objective. That's it, and then just take the flow out of the game, and then I can figure out what to do second half and things like that. But having Brandon back is tremendous. Like Robert was saying, just the things he does that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, the type of leader he is. But obviously he's a little quiet, but that's what type of guy he is. He's just a natural born leader.
Coach says he's pretty good on defense too, and so
yeah.
You step in there and take over for you if you need a breather. Do you go up against him in practice? Is it pretty deceptively tough?
Yeah, I mean, usually he's on my team though,
yeah.
But a few times he's been on the goal team, and he is tough. I mean, he's a guy that won't back down. He's quick, he's strong, he does all the little things that that can give other guards problems, and I'm sure with him and Jahi both being a little under 6 feet, that that'd be a great matchup.
Pac-12 is much improved this year, but the Big Ten is sort of the most asserted itself as the most dominant conference.
Right.
Having spent time in both leagues, why do you think the Big Ten is as good as it's been this year?
Honestly, probably just the caliber of players they have. I think the Pac-12 has great players also, but just the number of players that are in that Big Ten, and the style of play is totally different. In the Big Ten, it's more physical. The refs aren't calling anything, so they're letting you play, and they're letting you just really beat you up down there, and that's how it is, and it builds you to become this different type of player. And I mean, it's just funny just watching it, because I think a lot of times to myself, what would it be like if I was still at Minnesota? But just the caliber of basketball is a little different. In the Midwest, they earned it. They earned to be the best conference in college basketball.
Weather's a little better out here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I love California. That's where I'm from. So I love the weather. I'd rather be in the sunshine than the snow any day.
How much do you think the style of officiating, for lack of a better term, affects Pac-12 teams? It seems when you play out of conference or you know, in the tournament.
Yeah.
You're maybe not.
I know.
Not prepared.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. It's like I said, it's just a different brand of basketball. I remember just playing, and like I said, in Minnesota, and coming here like for the first open gym and the first just 5-on-5 up and down, and it's just a different feel, like a different vibe. It was a different transition. Like going into Minnesota, like guys weren't letting you get anything. It was just a different vibe to me, and I think here it's more just, I mean, a little West Coast basketball, but at the same time, we're not soft. Like, I don't believe in that West Coast is soft and things like that. But it's like I just think it's a different brand of basketball, and guys I just give them a little more physical on that side.
But I mean, in terms of the officiating, you never know. If you muscle up a guy, you might get two whistles against you in the first 2 minutes of the game.
And I think
other sets of officials let the game go.
And that's what makes the difference. I mean, just in the Big Ten, they get away with those things, or maybe a little bump, a little things like that. And here we get a bump and we're expecting a call because we're so used to it. So when we don't get it, we retaliate and it's like, oh, he's soft. And it's not really that he's, maybe that he's soft, but just the fact we're so used to getting that call that when we don't get it, we're quick to look at the official to blow the whistle. And I mean, if they change the way they changed officiating, I'm sure that changed the way we played. If they let us be a little more physical and let us play and officiate us and not change the way we play.
You're saying it's the officials that are.
I don't want to. I don't want to blame.
I
don't want to blame anybody, but I'm just saying if they called it, equal and just let us, get the few bumps, then I think basketball from the West Coast to the East Coast would be practically even.
Mm-hmm.